Okay, this is special for, we're calling it Jordana's team, Jordana's group. So I've been sick for the past few days and I had a chance to read up a lot. So one of the very special books that I read was Rav Yisrael Zev Gusman's biography. Very much recommend it. Just came out in Art Scroll. It's not so long, you could probably finish it in 1 or 2 sick days. But the reason why I want to share it with everyone in this group, where we're focused on Shalom Bayis, is because I feel that a lot of the lack of Shalom Bayis that exists today, and you could tell me if you agree or not, is based on how much we're focused on the goal, like we mentioned in previous classes, and how much we're really connected to the most important thing in life. So of course we have to decide what is the most important thing in life. We mentioned that the most important thing in life is to be close to Hashem, but the question is how to get there. And one of the main ways of getting there is connecting ourselves to the Torah. Torah is something that is beyond this world. Even though it would seem like it's just okay, it's a book of wisdom. But as we learn more and more and we read different books about what the Torah really means, we realize that it's something that's metaphysical. It's not something worldly. What I mean to say, it's not something that was written in this world. It was written actually many generations before the world was created. The Midrash says 973 generations before the world was created. Why? Because it's something that the entire creation is based on. They say that the Zohar HaKadosh says that Istaka Bo'oraisa, God looked into the Torah and He created the world. So the world is based on the Torah. You look into the world, you'll be able to somehow understand the Torah better. Or if you look in the Torah, you could find out everything. There were great tzaddikim, righteous people that were able to see into the future simply by looking into the Torah. The Ramban, for example, was able to tell his student exactly everything that happened and will happen in his life based on the different verses in the Torah. So we're not able to do that. And if someone today tells you that you can do that, be very, very cautious. There's a lot of dangerous things that happen today with mekubalim, etc. It's very, very hard to find someone really, really genuine. And so, but our main purpose in this talk is to realize the more we're connected to Torah and where we are and our husbands are and our children are, the more we're less likely to fall into so many different things that depress us, make us sad, get us angry. The Torah, and this is one of the things I want to bring out from Rabbi Yisrael Zev Gusman. He was someone that lived in Vilna. He lived in Grodno, a place called Grodno. In his time, there was nothing. He describes one of the interesting things. He says, kids today, and he's referring to in Israel, when I grew up, so what did we do during our breaks? We played something called shiduchim. I don't think most Americans know what I'm talking about. Shiduchim were apricot pits. And if you had 100 or 500 or 1,000, you're the richest child. I remember the game was you'd have to throw in one of these pits into a small little container of mayonnaise. If you got it in from a distance, then the person had to give you 1,000 or 500 shiduchim. I remember the day that I was able to hit from 20 feet away into this mayonnaise little tiny bottle with this amazing sweeping shot, and I won 500. I don't remember how much it was. What a joy I had. So that's Baruch Hashem innocent in compared to what today kids are busy with their phones and everything else, how dangerous it is, besides the danger. But most importantly, Rabbi Gusman says, when I was a kid, he was, 6, 7, 8 years old, they were playing Mishnayos. They were playing, do you know this Mishnah? Because I know this Mishnah. And they were so, they delved and they were so connected to the wisdom of God. And this is something today that's so hard. But I'm speaking to everyone here. We have so much more that we could be connected to, whether it's us. And probably the best way I always say, don't start with your kids or your husband, start with yourself. You have a little bit more of an opportunity to take out the Tehillim and say it with a translation of the English and a little explanation in English, which usually is on the bottom. Why? Because you connect so much more. And then you deepen your understanding of what Hashem's all about. And you could really share it. You could even share it with your kid. Hey, I read one pasuk. The idea is not to read too much. It's to read a little bit and connect to it. And you'll see that will already transform yourself and it'll transform anyone else in your family. So think about it. Let me know what you think. Hatzlacha.